I've been heavy on the grind, and in a little while I'ma shine for sure. Ripping any kind, my flow definite. Prime time, and these niggas really can't see. Adversary never phasing me. Machiavelli, proper cool J, proper lyrical display all day.
This is Letter to the Cipher, and we are back in the basement again on this informative day. How are you all doing? If this is your first time watching the THEMOSHOW Chicago, share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anybody that you run into contact with. And by all means, press the subscribe button. We here at 13th Letter to the Cipher, the THEMOSHOW Chicago, appreciate that. Press that subscribe button. But moving right along to the information at hand, this information is regarding Hassan Cambell throwing Walter Wallace Jr. under the bus. Now everybody today knows who Walter Wallace Jr. is, right? He was the 27-year-old that was shot to death by 2 West Philly police officers. Now, Hassan Cambell made a video stating that God gave that man death. God sent the police there to perform their duty. He said that the man wasn't on medication, which is one of the most important questions or things that people need to know. He was on medication. Hassan Cambell, do you know more than his mother know? Do you know more than his father know? Do you know more than his cousin Fitzgerald, who was there, who said that he witnessed it? Now the question is, how long was the man on medication, and how long has the man has mental issues? Now, had he not been on medication, would he have done that? Well, we don't know. But what we do know is that Walter Wallace Jr. wasn't a good guy. But why he wasn't a good guy is the question. And I ask that because he has a criminal record, which includes assaulting his own mother, which includes holding the neck of an elderly woman who she said he could have pointed a gun to my head. She was unsure about the weapon. In addition, he has a robbery charge. In addition, he resisted arrest and kicked the door of the squad car and tried to kick the windows out. Well, I can see that one. Who wants to go to jail? I'm just saying, really, that one, okay. But the other 3, I feel you on those 3, especially if, when he actually punched his mother in the face. But you have to ask yourself, was he on medication? Did he have medical issues at that time? Because according to the NBC 10, the Washington Post, and CNN and CBS News, they say that his mother had a restraining order to law enforcement as well. Their report, she had filed a restraining order against him because of how he threw water in her face and then punched her in the face afterwards. According to law enforcement, they're no strangers to that address because a lot of domestic issue has taken there. Now, were those issues due to the mental issues that the man has, Mr. Hassan Cambell? However, the man did commit a suicide act. Were the police wrong for shooting him the way they did? Of course they were. That's not a question. That's not questionable. Everybody knows that. Hassan Cambell says that God gave justice to that man for his evil acts that he has committed against humanity, unquote. But that's what he said, unquote. He said that his mother could rest in peace now. He said that his mother called the police. No, not according to the report, Hassan, or reports. According to the reports, it says that someone called about him assaulting an elderly woman. Not only did it not say that his mother called, it did not say that he was assaulting his mother. You said that his mother called the police on him. But that's not what the reports said. That's not even what law enforcement said. Law enforcement didn't even say that his mother called. Are you law enforcement? But anyway, right? So, in the process of you throwing Walter Wallace Jr. under the bus, there are some facts that you may want to get straight. Now, I'm not agreeing with what he's done with the criminal acts. I'm not agreeing with how, yes. Now, for those looters, that's not right. That's not going to bring Walter Wallace Jr. back. That's not the way to go about that. There's other strategized methods that could be applied to help resolve the matter. But looting and breaking in stores over Walter Wallace Jr., he even said that he would kill his mother. He said he would shoot her. Okay, Hassan. He said that he would shoot his mother too. Now that's wrong, but was he on medication? How long has the man had mental issues? I mean, you have to have mental issues if you running towards the police with a knife in this day and age, being black and they're white. Don't you think that that is a mental problem right there? But I guess not, because I guess you just see his criminal record and how Philly just looted and tore up the town because of Walter Wallace Jr. Once again, do I agree with all of that looting? No. Bypass all of that. Why take the anger and frustrations out on those business owners who had nothing to do with it? Focus your energies on those who did do it. Now, however you focus your energy, that's on you. But those people who had businesses in West Philly didn't have anything to do with that. So I don't condone that. Now, why they did send it up, I can understand why. And you can understand too, whether it was right or wrong. But we can understand why. Can't we? So, if this man, Walter Wallace Jr., was on medication, was he truly at fault for what he done, seeing that side effects of medication do take place, including hallucinations? Sometimes makes you angry or makes you other than yourself. So, if this, did this man have mental depression then? Did he have other mental illnesses then? You have to have more than a mental depression to commit a suicide act. Because he did commit a suicide act after the West Philly policemen told him to drop the knife. He didn't drop the knife. He went towards the police. And those bystanders, including his cousin Fitzgerald, you are responsible too. All of those bystanders who knew Walter Wallace Jr., you all are just as responsible because you allow it to go that far. When you saw him approaching the police, all of you should have rushed Walter Wallace Jr., shielded him, grabbed him, did something before the police shot and killed him. All of you that was out there on the block, because there was a lot of people right there, because as soon as those bullets rang out, after they finished dumping on him, people were everywhere. I even thought I saw one woman hit the police. So where was those people at? Only one person was recording, obviously, from the video. Could they have saved Walter Wallace Jr.? Was Hassan Cambell wrong for throwing him under the bus the way that he did because he had a criminal record? Not to mention the fact that the information that he gave you was wrong in regards to him not having mental issues and was not on medication. His mama even said that. Not only that, his mama did not call the police according to law enforcement, and the reports from NBC 10, CNN, CBS, the Washington Post, none of them said that his mother called the police. None of those reports said that he was attacking or assaulting his mother at the time. However, he was assaulting an elderly lady. Now, for anybody to make that type of phone call and they standing right there or residing right there in the neighborhood, they would know that that is his mother. Do I agree with how he threatened his mother that he would shoot her and punched her in the face? No, I don't agree with that. Now, once again, was he having mental conditions then? How long has he had this mental condition? I don't condone what he did to his mother, to that elderly lady, to those two elderly ladies. And I don't condone what he did to his baby's mama, because he said that he'll shoot her too. Seemed like he had a lot of words that had something to do with shoot, but yet he had a knife. He brought a knife to a gunfight? Come on, Hassan. So those are really important keys that you have to know. I don't agree with what he did. I don't agree with Hassan in regards to throwing him under the bus without giving you the actual fact that the man was on medication. His mama said it. His daddy said it. His cousin said it. People around the area said it. But as I stated, those people who were there in the neighborhood who watched this go down, you all are just responsible for his death because you did nothing to intervene the situation. When you know or knew that this man has a mental issue. Like I said, he committed a suicide act, and did the police have to do that? No. They could have shot him in the leg, shoulder, kneecap, even shot him in his hand. But they didn't do that. They aimed to kill because that's what they're taught. Not only in their police culture, subculture, but also among their police cliques. I'm just saying. What do you think? Do you think Hassan Cambell was right for throwing Walter Wallace Jr. under the bus? Or do you think that he was wrong, seeing that he misinformed you in regards to his medication and mental illness situation? Was he wrong about that? What do you think? Do you think that West Philly went up in smoke with looting and the injuring of police over a worthless individual? Do you think that? Or do you think that they were right in looting and retaliating towards those officers who fatally shot Walter Wallace Jr. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. It's the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. Thanks for viewing.
I've been heavy on the grind, and in a little while I'ma shine for sure. Ripping any kind, my flow definite. Prime time, and these niggas really can't see. Adversary never phasing me. Machiavelli, proper Cool J, proper lyrical display all day. Made man, 23, 24, OC. Nigga what? Say who? Ayo, get dude. Can't believe it, niggas hate that. Thinking that the homie won't shake back. Get him quicker than a nigga singing that. Speak something, I'll whoop your ass. North Pole, stand up. Let them know, yeah, we get buck on pros. Polar, lyrical soldiers, show enough. We don't really need no club. Packing up a pot, filling up a book. Long as I can represent my shit, we don't give a fuck. Send this bitch up, try and clown, no go. Shut them down in slow mo.